Good morning, church, and welcome to your Daily Spark. You know, Christians can be the most critical people around. I'm sorry to say it, but it is true. And sometimes our worship is imperfect. Hezekiah, the king of Israel, in 2 Chronicles 30, he calls the people to abandon false gods and to come back to the true and living God. He calls the people to come to Jerusalem to celebrate the Passover, but there were two problems here. Number one, it had been so long since anybody had had a Passover that no one was ceremonially clean. No one was prepared to partake of the Passover. Even the priests had been worshipping idols and foreign gods, and they failed to observe the necessary purity that was required for the Passover. And the second problem was that God had commanded that the Passover be celebrated on the 14th day of the first month. Well, by the time Hezekiah could assemble the people, it was already the second month. So the Passover, he went ahead with it, and the Passover was kept a month late by impure participants. And Hezekiah prayed for them. He said, "Lord, you are good. Please forgive all those who try to obey you, even if they did not make themselves clean as the rules of the temple command." You see his dilemma. He wants to be obedient, but he couldn't be perfectly obedient. But then it says this, God says this, even though the motive was pure, but the methods were poor, the Lord says this, "The Lord listened to Hezekiah's prayer and he healed the people." See, right heart with the wrong ritual is better than a wrong heart with the right ritual. And some of you are saying, well, hang on a minute. Are you saying that it's not important how we approach God? Yes, it is important. Of course it is. But what I'm saying is that the heart matters more than the external expression of that. And many of the things we hold to in church are not really biblical. They are more traditional. So, how many times have we just poured our heart out before the Lord? How many times have we got on our knees and words have been inadequate to express it? Or songs that we're singing in church, they touch our hearts, but we realize they're inadequate. See, many times worship is less than what we want it to be. And Hezekiah experienced that. But he did the best with what he had because he had the right heart, even though the execution of it was slightly wrong. You will search for me, God declared, and when you search for me with all of your heart, you will find me, and I will let you find me. So what a promise. What a promise. Let's take our lives to him, however imperfect, however not right they are, however not religious enough they are. Let's just take our pure hearts to him today and live for Christ. Live every moment worshipping and praising him. So go forth today, living your life, shining for Jesus. We'll see you tomorrow on Sparks.